everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Things have taken quite a bit of a turn. As you know, I did cover this before, Synchronicity. She is a VTuber, an independent female English VTuber, and she speaks Japanese as well. She has done a lot in the while that she has been back since December 2023, and she has unfortunately had this happen to them. Her accounts, not only her Discord account, but now pretty much almost all of her accounts had gotten hijacked at some point, primarily Discord and Twitter, and the main thing was that her Google accounts had been hijacked in one form or another. This does absolutely suck when it comes to this situation. It says, I'm your favorite bully, Android hag, variety comedy hybrid VTuber, but this person, Vitality, whoever they are, they decided to go and say, hi, you have 4 hours to contact me in this Discord at that person there, or else I'll ban this Twitter account forever. They haven't done that, of course, because they don't have that power, but it still sucks that through all this, you know, first they had their Discord account hacked, as you can tell here. This was the original Synchronicity's Twitter. Got a Discord account hacked. Their Discord, basically their Discord server was destroyed, pretty much. It was wrecked in one way, shape, or another. People were there were mass bannings, mass things like that. It was just looking really, really bad. And yeah, of course, the alt Discord was created as well, Sayu Synchro alt. But all of these things, thanks to the Google account and the things that the person had done, they had done things like, for example, making the account, the Sayu Synchronicity account, a child account, and their account, primarily their main Google account that they were using to do this, the parent account. So there's nothing that can be done to get it back according to Discord. And we have this, of course, the most recent update here. And we have some people reacting to it, of course, which is here. Just in case this little C actually deletes Sayu's account, I'll leave these here. First the hacker, second the third, and before and after her account got hacked. So people are just, you know, saying this is really horrible. They hate the fact that this type of stuff is happening to her. It's really bad, but we have some updates. Sayu Synchronicity has created Sayu Z ult at Sayu Sins. Honestly, in the gutter right now that I can't stream, but we've gotten through all of this right now, which is this one here. All of it, but we're quarantining stuff, and my accounts are still at risk, so I need to wipe my PC again after I just did it, because they don't know hardware-wise or whatever, anything that is actually being affected by this. That is the sad part about this. It says we've gotten through the worst of it, but we're quarantining stuff, and so my account's still at risk, and I already had to delay big projects, and now I can't. And, you know, just really hate that this whole thing is happening here. Really hate that all of this is going on here. Even stream, this also loses me consistency. Things were finally getting better. The one number I care about was improving after 3 years, and I felt so happy seeing new community members and enjoying streaming again. I just want to be given decent break, man. And, of course, the community, including myself and others, just want them to take care. Just, you know, take a break if they need to, but they will be able to recover from this. It's going to take a bit, of course, but they will be able to recover from this. Hope the hacker gets stuck in an elevator with someone who smells really bad for 12 hours. Here's hoping everybody gets resolved soon. Soon, twin. Hate seeing the situation happen to you. Hope every single person finds their way back to you even more, because as I mentioned before, the Discord server, a lot of them got banned from it, and more than likely from any other social media as well. The first update from the actual Sayu Z ult was things are peaceful. We're waiting on some stuff. We're done a lot of the past 24 hours. Thanks to some amazing friends and friends of friends. Such an incredible Avengers gathering coming together, and things will be okay soon. So yeah, very glad that things are working out, that things are you know, getting on the you know, positive side. And I do know it takes a while to get everything back, but she has a wonderful community, the Synchronites, that are there for her and will continue to be there for her. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. They stole $40,000 from him, and we're talking about the victim in this case, Porcelain Maid, a VTuber, also called Joel, a lot of times a Monster Girl male, English language VTuber, debuted in 2017. They've been very popular. They've been doing a lot to make some new things for the community, to grow their brand and things like that. Well, the company that allegedly stole everything from them, I do believe Joel, but I do have to say this for legal reasons. I do have to say allegedly because there have been no court cases, as far as I know, to, you know, fully adjudicate it through law. So I do have to say allegedly at this point. Kinetic Fusion, where vision meets velocity. And it is this organization allegedly that did this. Again, I will say it's all allegations at this point. Although, like I say, I do believe Joel and everything like that. These are the ones that people have come up with, it being more than likely the one that did this. They are here. It says $40,000 was stolen from me, causing me to shut myself into my house again. Overworked like crazy all year from the start. There's been a truck to the gut, and nothing else feels like it's going my way. Debuts, friends, events, etc. Universe, just throw me a bone, please. And of course, I say that it does suck, how shady people can keep doing this. It really is a shame that shady people can find good folks like this and take advantage of them. Of course, they're going to be taking advantage of anybody they can. And the bigger, the better, I guess, in this case. We have here where Joel continues and says, you would think the extra work would be beneficial, maybe more money, more viewers. Friends about to prop me up at my low, but no, it's all just been keeping me at the same level as if this year was a pit and everything I'm doing extra to stop me from falling in. I don't even like to focus on the negative, but just allow me this one to get it out of my system. I've been dealing with this for a while now. That's perfectly fine. I've always said this, and I push this a lot. Mental health is very important. And if just venting helps mental health, in this case of Joel, absolutely. No one should ever criticize Joel for saying this, and I don't think anyone actually will, especially not in this case. That's a lot of money. That, for me, is life-changing money. That because, as you know, I'm usually in the red for everything. It's life-changing money to have $40,000, period. So sorry it happened to you. Yuzu, lots of other people are just wondering how the hell this happened. We have Bao, who says, Ender EX3, owner of Kinetic Fusion, also stole $22.68 of my concert revenue from 2025. Scummy people. Obviously nothing compared to Joel's whopping 40K, but I truly hope the community comes together to help this incredible content creator out of such a terrible situation. Continuing out here, the heck, I'm so sorry for you and everyone else they have done this to. It's awful to hear how many people try to use this community for personal gain like this. How does someone just steal 2K from a concert revenue? Basically, it's like a fee type of thing. They either paid her to perform under their label, or they were the ones that handled the concert revenue. Maybe a mix of both. A lot of that time, they do also sometimes do fine surcharges and things like that you don't understand. So it does happen that way. They can quote-unquote legally steal from you, which is really shady overall. If anyone remembers MSM, the failed VTuber agency ran by Seth that turned out to be illegitimate, guess who's the COO? It was Endra. Novel Rising COO also happened to be a friend with Seth, so I wouldn't be surprised if he also knows Endra too. The circle is cursed. Continuing here, we have Giga, who explains a little bit of the situation as we can see right now. And here we go. Let's see if the sound works properly.
Some shit that's been bothering me for a hot minute, and I have reference to this because I am not under any NDAs or with any particular companies or anything like that relating to this stuff. Because I know it's not just him. There's several other people that have been in a bad situation, and that's when you've heard me talking about some of this stuff in the past couple months. I was alluding to this stuff, not necessarily from him, but just from like a lot of people in general. Yeah, TLDR. I'm not gonna give away like any detail. TLDR. Yeah. Is that when you pointed out somebody was streaming a lot recently? Yeah. Yep.
Shame.
Imagine owing people, several people, not just him, many people, upwards of that much, maybe more for some, maybe a little less for some. Imagine owing people that much and then ghosting all of them, giving excuses. Oh, I gotta wash my cat. I gotta feed my house. Can't do it. And then what do you spend your time doing? Streaming. Why?
Wow.
Because you have to make up the money you potentially maybe already spent or something to pay them? I wonder why. Yeah, it's a crazy amount too. And for someone like him, you know, he's not the biggest streamer who makes that amount of money super easily. That's not an amount that he could sneeze out and be like, oh, that stinks. I'll just take the loss. No. That puts him in a bad situation, and he needs that. No, Sakura, he does not owe anyone. He's the one who is owed money. To clarify, yeah. No, I'm not saying it like that at all.
That is definitely life-altering
money. And it's just... And he's one of many. There's a lot more I could say, but I'm not going to.
So yeah, that is a little bit of what's going on there from her perspective, and it is sad that keeps happening. Maybe there's an NDA, he isn't allowed to reveal too much yet, but honestly, if someone stole 40K of my hard-earned money, I'd make sure whoever did it had their face plastered all over the internet. We need to give Joel $10 billion right now. That's effed, 40K gone. It's baffling to see so many VTubers getting scammed on a regular basis. Contracts and lawyer need to be the norm for this kind of gig, especially if you're getting popular as an indie. I'm sure there was a contract there. Joel is not dumb. I'm sure there was a contract there, but some people, doesn't really matter if there's a contract, because here's the thing. Here's what I want you guys to understand. Yes, he got 40K taken away from him, but him, a lot of times, I'm not saying this is the case. This is just, you know, assumptions. You know how assumptions do. They make an ass out of me, but still, let's make an assumption here. Assuming that he did have a contract that was supposedly protecting him from all this. He had $40,000 taken away. To fight it in court could be double or triple this amount with the amount of time and the amount of money. Like, they could just outspend you in court a lot of times. In civil court, whatever, criminal court, whatever, they could outspend you. It takes that amount of money or more to fight a case in court, the way that he would have to fight it. And no, for this, you won't go to small claims court. This is a large amount of money. You don't small claims court, because small claims court is $5,000 or less, I believe, in most places. So this is a lot of money. And you would have to spend a lot more money to try to fight it in court, assuming there's a contract there. And it's like that. That's a lot of money taken away from somebody, of course. The Bao situation has gotten quite insane. And what situation am I talking about? I'm talking about her face revealing. It has opened up a whole conversation on whether VTubers should face reveal, if the face reveals are necessary, if they're bad, if they're good, etc. And we go on to this part. This is the main one that we're talking about here, about her allegedly leaking herself, face revealing herself there when she's doing rock climbing, which is great. I mean, if that's what she wants to do, like I've always said, VTubing should be what you want. Of course, the purists, like I say, I've said before, the purists will think VTubing is virtual YouTubing because that's the original way that it was meant to be. And a lot of times people do the virtual thing there because they've had either bad experiences in the IRL sphere, like I think Sadaway had some bad experiences and other people, and they go into VTubing instead, or, you know, something like, or they just don't want to dox themselves or whatever with their face. Some people get a little bit more comfortable, as Bao has, and doing it. And then people, you know, going here about her being hot. Accidentally, if you're posting on Twitter, certainly opens up doors if it's willing to show their face, so can't blame the logic here. Twitterfied know me about this post for some reason. I'm not gonna lie, Bao looks like one hottie. So a lot of people are confused. I mean, there's some people that are confused about what it is, but the accidental reveal, it's not really accidental, and that type of thing is, does she still count as a VTuber? Those things are, you know, questions that have been raised here. As I mentioned, those are questions that will always be raised when you do this kind of stuff. It was raised when K-san did it and things like that. You also have Phoebe and other people who do it. So it really depends on what you want to be as a VTuber. Like I said, the purest definition, the pure definition of VTubing will no longer exist there. It's going to be more like 2.5D tubing, I believe it would be. That's what I would call it. Oopsie, total accident, showed my face during IRL stream with no makeup, eyeliner, lipstick done. Oh no, I'm Asian cutie. Whoopsie, let me post it on my profile. Official VTuber status revoked. VTuber words are meaningless nowadays. They should just become streamers if they really can't stay virtual. Maybe 2.5D might be a better way of saying it. At this point, the V and VTuber means nothing with broads like this one accidentally. Bao looks like Abby, so some people are even trying to mention, you know, her looks aren't even that great. I sure wonder what the V and VTuber stands for now. Cheap attempt to get attention. Why is she such a big deal? You know, people like that. Bao really said surprise. The accidental face reveal. She's adorable though. And what's even the point in VTubing anymore? So that's some of the things that people are saying here. Another person who reacted to the whole thing is this one here, Yukime, who says, I generally don't understand why some people have a massive issue with VTubing doing IRL content. Who exactly decided to become a VTuber means signing a blood contract promising you never show your real face, body, outfits, travels, cosplays, or anything outside your model ever again. I think the point is that it's the virtual part. Now they are just content creators, which is nothing bad with that. Like, you can be 2.5D tubing as well. You can be that way, where you can have some VTubing and some IRL stuff as well. People are allowed to do both. You can love being a VTuber, your character, you love a community you've built around it, and still enjoy making IRL content. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. There's a block button, mute button, follow button. There's also a revolutionary technique called scrolling past it. What you don't need to do is make an entire video tearing someone down, insulting them, questioning whether they're a real VTuber, or treating them like they personally committed a crime against VTubing because the content doesn't fit your personal definition of what a VTuber should be. VTubing has evolved massively over the years, so there isn't a sacred rule book that everyone has to follow. Some VTubers are completely anonymous. Some do hand cams, cosplay, conventions IRL, show their faces, basically hybrid creators who comfortably exist in both spaces. Guess what? They're still VTubers. You're completely allowed to prefer traditional VTubing. You're allowed to dislike the face reveals IRL content, with nobody's forcing you to consume it, but your personal preference does not magically become a set of rules everybody needs to follow. Creators are allowed to evolve, they're allowed to experiment, they're allowed to enjoy different types of content without asking the VTuber Council permission first. So if someone's content isn't for you, block them, unfollow them, keep scrolling. You don't have to be horrible to another human being just because they're enjoying VTubing differently. And like I said, the purists will see it as not VTubing. It can still be VTubing as long as they still use a virtual avatar to stream. They could be doing side content like this, doing IRL, or even they could decide to do some IRL streaming, just like K-san does. As long as they still have their VTuber, they can still be VTubing as well. It just depends on what your definition of VTubing would be. Don't respect the medium you profit from. IRL streamer before I became VTuber, didn't suddenly erase years of my previous content. And that's the thing, you can have your IRL content. A lot lot of purists will say this. You can have your IRL content, but keep that separate from the VTubing one, because VTubing is VTubing, IRL is IRL. Like they don't mind people having TikToks, etc. But I do agree that they can go a little bit extreme in the way that they see it, and they can start dissing and doing everything like that. I will just respectfully disagree on what VTubing is for many people, and that's as far as I will go. I will not criticize people for doing what they want to do. I will not try to change them to do something else. Like I said, there are a lot of people who've done it before. There's K-san, there's Megalodon, there's Obi Katie Cat, who's shown the face, not the face, but you know, the masked face and things like that before. There are many people, including Matara and others, who have gone to IRL, to conventions, things like that. But yeah, traditional, they're not going to be traditional VTubers anymore. They're not going to be for the original mention of or method of what VTubing was, the original definition of it, but they can be a form of hybrid, like a 2.5D VTubing or something like that in the future. That's my opinion. You guys let me know what you think. SVP, or Stellarverse Pro, has their new generation, and they are people that you already know. I have talked about it before. You know, Shio Champi, I believe it's Eva Ananova, and Peko Ibu. And let's take a look at them all here. We're going to take a look at, you know, short sections of each, because I don't want to go like 10-15 minutes like I usually do. So I'll try to get short sections of each. This is their intros that they have here. Let's take a look.
Let me get up here.
Nice, cute look.
Man, that hurt. Well, let me see. Let me get my bearings here. I don't know where we are. Where the heck? Where the heck? Where the heck? Oh, and what just happened? I don't even know this. I mean, I haven't heard anything since we got here, but you never know. You never know. Okay, they might just have really silent footsteps, and then they.
And this is without the hood
I
on.
always have my main hammer on me. If anyone's bad, they get the bunk, so don't even try it, okay?
And then we have Eva, get here. Eva Ananova. A very pixelated IRL stream.
I'm live already? I'm live already? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh my god, I just ruined my life. I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna get fired.
I got a brand new rig, and my horns are twice as big. They tried to teach me how to stream.
So she had her own song too.
Who that boy? Oh my god, I haven't seen the chat ever go this fast. What the? Is this what corporation does to you? Is this what agency VTuber does to you? Is this what YouTube ads will do to a mother trucker?
Yes. Yes.
Who the frick is Eva Ananova? It's me. Do you guys want to see what I look like, I guess? Wow. Let me.
Oh, very nice. Very
Isn't
nice.
he cute? Yeah,
The full look.
Yeah.
Very flowy.
Yeah. This is gonna be a go Iko go. Go Iko go. Go Iko go. Do you guys like all my bobs? you
well, there you go.
all of my bobs?
There we go. they chose them very well. They chose them very well this time. This is the next one here. You have this starting here. A little bit of a lore.
The raccoon set off to do some research, and she crafted new things to keep her occupied. A couple of sticks, a couple of stones, and bam! New tool, new house, and onward she explored, looking hot. Save. Click. Right. Calling card. Or Oshi mark. Still a ghost and a trash can. May have a fancier outfit, but that doesn't mean I'm not still simply a dead raccoon. During the night time. Which means that my normal stream time...
I had to boost the... sorry, I had to boost the volume because the volume was really low. So I had to boost the volume quite a bit. I think it was like by 10 decibels or something. So sorry about that.
Are, not exactly EST friendly. They're I don't even know if I could call them PST friendly. Incredibly important. So you will fucking why? Someone help! My language processing center has been broken. Yeah, I'm sure you'll get real.
So yeah,
sick
some
of it real
character
quickly.
profiles as they tend to do. They tend to do all this. They went through a lot, as you can see here when I'm scrolling through this. They did a lot. Very big congratulations to all three of them for being able to do this and for SVP picking them up. She had a special celebration for her birthday. As we're talking about AKAI HAATO, well, a celebration in a game that came out. We'll just call it that. She is a VTuber associated with Hololive, part of its first generation with Yozora Mel, Aki Rosenthal, Natsuino Matsuri, and Shirakami Fubuki. And we're talking about this because her birthday was on the 10th, or is on the 10th, was on the 10th in Japan. And up until the end of the time in Japan, which is, well, probably by the time you've seen this already happened, it is on Holodori, which is Hololive Dreams, which is this game here. It is a new gacha slash rhythm game slash, not RPG, but open world type of game that they have it for Hololive. And it is on Steam and mobile, both for Android and iOS. I don't know if it's on any of the consoles. Probably is. They try to make it as wide as possible, but I'm happy to announce that she did have a little bit of a celebration there. They did a bit of a celebration where you got some gifts and things like that for being and logging in there during AKAI HAATO's situation. During the whole thing there, as you can see it, I'm very glad to be able to show this, and I'm glad that she got this, as are people here in the comments. Sakura Miko is a female Japanese VTuber and member of Hololive Gen 0. Gen 0 being the ones that were before a generation was created, before they decided to do the generation thing where they were just picking up VTubers as they went along. And today we're talking about this, Sakura Miko's second album and live. Sakura Miko's second live, Blooming Parade. To apply for the first priority tickets to their on-site venue starting at 1800 at 8:10 Monday. Well, that's Japanese time. It's probably already freaking finished and like full. But you can continue to get lottery tickets if you're going to be going to the on-site venue. You'll need to complete payment for the complete production limited edition of Sakura Miko's second album by noon on the 10th. If you're considering applying for the first priority round, please take note. The reservations are on the Hololive Pro Shop. And this is Blooming Cinderella. Second album, Blooming Cinderella. And the Blooming is also going to be, Blooming Parade is going to be the second live as well. That's all going to be done very soon, and it is like I have paid. Should number be sent out separately as my order number? But I worry that we won't have it. Other people are just being very happy that she's getting this. I'm very happy that she's getting this because that means that they're continuing to push and support their talents properly. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, a place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. The reason why I do this is simple. I want it to be a positive part of the VTubing community. Show something positive here. I do apologize for not doing this recently. I've been going through some other stuff, as I've shown on my Twitter and on my YouTube. But today we're talking about GoldieNeko, who is an accidental VTuber, professional PTuber. That is interesting to say. Stream on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday around 3 p.m. So weekends is mainly what they do. This is a little bit of a clip. Let's take a look here.
So I'm doing my best to optimize the fuck out of her. Guess what, everybody, right? Goldie, right now, Goldie 1.0, the one that you're seeing right now, has 20k polygons, which is not bad. It's very, very reasonable. But guess what? Goldie 2.0, my new model that I'm working on right now, I have been able to cut her down to 10k polygons. And I am very...
10k polygons is still a lot. But I think it just makes it easier to run on her PC. That's probably why she's very, very happy about that. Let's continue on here. They do have some more stuff here where they have some of their VODs here of when they play because they do multi-stream on both. And thank you so much for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way.
Yeah. It was like the Wednesday.
Yeah, and I posted a screenshot of that, of like the lyrics and like the photo of that screenshot of what the music video, because I thought it was like playful and creative. And I was like, I went to like a session, and I got out like 4 hours later, and I was like, why does this have like 40,000 likes and so many responses? And I had like missed calls from my friends, and I was like, this is weird. Like, did I do something? Am I gonna get canceled? Yeah. I was like, am I gonna get canceled? What did I do? Yeah, but I thought it was like, oh, like your hands could like replace, like I thought it was like a cute choking metaphor. Yeah, exactly. I thought it was like a cute choking metaphor.
How did you get that so on the nose unintentionally?
Intentionally very on the nose.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Can I ask
that was
question regarding that? Yeah.
Here, Lordy. She got it like right on the nose. She said it was a Monster Lover song, and she wanted the monster to replace the pearls on her neck. Originally, she meant it as like the hands replacing the pearls in the neck, but then it ended up becoming a pearl necklace situation for those. Yeah, got it right on the nose. in the strangest form possible. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. But, like, if I said that, number one, it'd be, why the hell do you want a pearl necklace around your neck? Salvi, what the hell's going on there? Number two, ew. Thank you guys for watching, as always. And, of course, take a look. And if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. All those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.